I make two different kinds of music that I haven't really put into one yet, but I do one where it's just all on the computer, and it's all my MIDI piano, which is pretty much a USB piano that plugs into programs, and then I play that into the program and manipulate the sounds, and that's all pretty much non-sampled work. And with that stuff, I usually use that stuff to sell. I don't want to sound like I just make that for money, but that does help during school. With the piano thing, I think really visually when I do it. Usually I start with kind of a lower bassy melody, and I play that on the piano after I find a certain sound. I go through a lot of different sounds. I think that's usually the hardest part in making a song, is finding the sounds, because finding the melodies are easy. It's finding and tweaking all the little sounds that make it sound good together as one. And then I kind of start filling in with pads, and pads are usually like long, sweeping, synthy type stuff. And then I start adding drums from there, and then that's when the beat really starts picking up, and then I start adding all the high notes and the stuff that gets you bobbing your head. I think the high notes just kind of make it a whole, instead of just like, you can just have a background track and then you can have something that you'd actually listen to. So I think like the higher melody adds that, at least for my stuff. I think without it, you're missing a lot. And then I do another kind, which is sampling old vinyl records and layering those different records into one sequence. The roots are in hip-hop. It's a completely different process. I use a thing called an MPC 1000. Basically, it's a giant telephone pad that operates as a computer made for just manipulating sound that goes into it, and then chopping it up and cutting it up and attaching it to each one of the pads, and then layering each one of those things that you've done. You take a sound and either you tweak it beforehand or after. Like you can, since it's on a vinyl record, there's like knobs to like pitch it up or pitch it down, or speed it up, or whatever you want to do. And you can, some people run them through delay pedals. I just kind of just do it straight into it. And then once it's in there, you tweak it again, and you find all the waveforms that you like, and then you cut those up and assign them. And then even after that, you keep tweaking and tweaking. Basically, you use things called tracks in it, and within each track is a layer of sound. I usually do it a little bit differently than a lot of people. A lot of people make different sequences and then play the different sequences in a row, and that's how they make a song. Where usually I do a bunch of different things within a sequence, and then all I do is turn on and off the different parts I want to happen at a time. So then I'll just cancel out everything but the drums, and then I'll lead it to the chorus or something. But I won't ever change a sequence. But that just might be me being lazy. So I'll turn on the drums, and then I'll hit the next pad and the melody will come in, and then I'll hit the next pad and the bass will come in. Then I'll turn them off if I want to go to the next part, that kind of thing. Recording's probably my least favorite part of making stuff, because, I don't know, when you're in the act of doing it, it's a lot more fun. This is like a really electro thing that I was making. So these are all the different tracks that are recorded, and then they'll come in. So this will be a drum kick, these will be chords. It's a giant shimmer. Layering is the key to making a good song.